Welcome to Built for This Network, where we inspire, empower, and motivate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch at Built for This Network. Streaming 24 hours, 365 on Roku Streaming App and Amazon Fire TV. Also, join the movement at BuiltForThisRadioNetwork.com. We are built for this network, for the strong, not the weak. Now streaming 24/7 on Roku Streaming App. Also Amazon Fire TV. Hit the search bar and type in Built for This Radio. Also subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Built for This Radio. Twitch TV, Built for This Network. Mixcloud, Built for This Network. Twitter at WeBFTN. Also, we got advertisement. If you need to promote your businesses, email us at bftnadvertise@gmail.com. We are built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.
I'm saying though. Again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible. Once again, back is the incredible.
What's up, y'all? What's up, fam? How y'all doing? This is your host, Chizz Roundtree, and this is no offense not taken. Hope everybody had a good week. Happy, fantastic Friday. God bless. Shit, another day, another blessing. Just another opportunity to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's in good spirits. Hope everybody's in good health. Hope everybody's mind right. You woke up today. Say a prayer. Be grateful that God, woke you up. Because a lot of people didn't wake up, and we got to say a prayer for their spirits, and keep it moving and stay grateful. But I want all y'all to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Built for this radio YouTube page. Built for this network. The whole family. You know, um, just spreading love and blessings all over. But it's a little special show tonight. Today, I got a little special guest. I got a special guest. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring on and
Hey, what's
hey, what's
up?
up, Paul? How
Hey,
you
how are
doing today?
you? Good.
And again, thank you, for coming on. I know you're doing so much. You know what I'm saying? I know you're doing a lot. I appreciate you coming on. We all, myself and the whole team, we appreciate everything you do. Uh, I got on a T-shirt. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
you gotta
This
tilt the
T-shirt is
camera
fire.
so you can see the whole logo. But that's what's up. Look like it fit
Uh,
good.
hold on. Yeah,
Can y'all hear me okay?
yeah, you sound good.
Okay. It's just my volume. I don't have my earbud in, so you sound low on my end, but it's all good. I can push through.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, you be working magic with the graphic designs and everything, and I want to know. what was like your inspirations early on? Like, what got you into it? Did it start from an early age, or I just want to get the history, break it down for.
So you talking about like for graphic designing? For graphic designing,
Yeah, anything art wise.
yeah, I always loved drawing. Like it's always been one of my things besides writing. Always love music. I love the arts in general. So I always love like being creative. And I think with writing, that's like writing like words on a page, and drawing is like visual expression. So I've always been into art since an early age. Just always like going to museums or just anything like that. I always loved. And I think with me, with designing per se, it's always something like I feel like I can,
Hmm.
enhance something or, create oh, that's a good question. I can create something visually, you know what I mean, that can speak for what it is, not just saying this is like a logo, but make sure that logo speaks. If you see it somewhere, you recognize the color, it will pop and you'll understand what that is. So, but yeah, that's something I love. Like besides music, writing, just creativity, has always been one of the things I always loved since I was a kid.
Because it seems like it comes so natural for
How I say that
you. You
again?
hear me? I sound good.
Yeah,
I
you were
sound
breaking up a
clear.
little bit.
I said it seemed like it comes so natural for you. Oh, okay. No, it
Yeah.
seemed like it comes so natural for
Yeah. I think
you. Yeah.
because like
You know
my
what? I
father,
understand that. Yeah.
yeah, I think because my father, he was always
Hmm.
in the arts and stuff like that, and into like drums. Because my father's from Africa, so when he was living over there, he was always into
Okay.
drums, music, and I think I get the love of music from him. Because I remember as a kid, just hearing music all the time, like maybe with Gus and Montgomery's hearing me stuff like that. So I kind of get it from him, his side of the family. So, um, but yeah, there's something I think that's influenced me since I was a kid, and I think family influence was a big part of it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. It's cool. Hold up. I got a few more questions. I got a lot more to talk about, but I'm looking at the
Okay.
chat. I just want to a jungle brother up in here. Mocha, what's up, Mocha? Uh, Mook is up in here. What's up, Mook? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, what's up, Mad? Mad up in here.
What's up,
Let
everybody?
me see. Let me see.
What's up? Hey.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, that's it for now. But yeah, that's interesting. And the music is a whole nother level because you be doing your thing on them DJ sets. Like, I can tell your taste of music goes way back. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
know DJing is not an easy thing to do. I remember when I was a kid, my father had a little DJ set. So because he was always had the vinyls. I used to try, but I was horrible at it. I was horrible. I couldn't do it for nothing. So because I used to see my uncle. God
Mm-hmm.
bless his soul. My mother little brother, Uncle Mike. He used to do it all. He used to DJ little parties back in the day, and but he passed away in the '90s. So yeah, but
Oh, I'm
he used to
sorry.
DJ the parties. Yeah, he used to DJ the parties. Just an all around, music person. So I appreciate that sense of it, because it goes deep
Right.
for me too with the music, family wise. That's why I think family plays a big part in that. A big part in our influence, especially coming up as kids. So it's like what you show your kids from an early age is what their mind is going to is what they're exposed to. You know what I'm saying? And it helps develop their mind. So when they older, they got a little sense of that art and they got a little sense of music. Because I know it happened with me just being around different family that love music and the arts and because me, I wrote poetry too. When I was young, it was like it was therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying? Very therapeutic. I started off with that. And then I started rapping, and got a natural knack for that. Because before
Okay.
I used to just I used to I still rap, I still write and stuff like that. Because that's how me and Mad connected. You know what I'm saying? I knew Mad since high school. Me and Mad graduated together.
That's what's
Then when we
up.
reconnected, Then when we reconnected, Mad was the producer. Mad was, in the beats, and everything was fire. So you put the rapper and the producer together. Hey, and everything.
Like peanut butter
Everything
and
was history
jelly.
after that. Yeah. It was history after that. I think that creative side, like tapping into that imagination, I think is very important. And I think they should really and really push forward with that, especially with the education system. They should really push forward with that because art, art, and creative arts, save lives. It saves a
Yeah, it
lot of lives.
does.
Yeah,
It
because
does.
it's an outlet. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was
an
gonna say
outlet for
that.
kids.
It's gonna do.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
definitely.
keeps the
And like
kids
even
off the
with my
street.
kids now, like my youngest son, he loves to draw. Like
Hmm.
he's an awesome drawer. And
Oh
yeah, I
wow.
think just having that influence and seeing how proud he is, he's like always run up to me like, "Mommy, look what I drew. Look what I did." Same with my oldest son. My oldest son, he's super creative too, but my youngest son, he's the
Okay.
one that is like all about drawing something. Like every chance he gets, he's drawing something or being creative. So I guess he's getting that from me. So it's cool to see,
Yeah.
what my father was to me being to my son. You know what I mean? I think it's a beautiful thing. And also I love seeing kids being just using their creativity. I see so many like summer programs where it's like they can
Hmm.
paint, they can do um different things with computers and stuff like that. And I loved seeing
Yeah.
stuff like that, especially in the inner city, you know what I mean? Because when I grew up, there wasn't that much of that. We was outside playing, doing
Yeah.
whatever. And it's now seeing that it's stuff out here all over, like even like like I said, in the inner city, where kids can be productive and be like influential and actually guide them and show them like, hey, I know you like doing stuff with your hands. I love that you trying to do stuff, draw or do whatever, and pushing that
Hmm.
creativity. We need more of that, like, to inspire the youth to be something, you know what I mean? Regardless where you come from, you can be something, you can be somebody, you know what I mean? And seeing that more now, because it wasn't really like that when I was young. I mean, not saying I'm
Yeah.
that old, but still, it's like seeing that now is more open, you know what I mean, especially to minorities, having them feel like definitely not, I mean, they can be something, you know what I mean? And I love that
Yeah.
inspiration, keep up their creativity, live their dreams, know that their dreams are not small. And regardless of who you are, where you come from, you can be somebody, you can make a difference in the world, you know what I mean? And I love seeing stuff like that, you know what I mean? It needs to continue.
Yeah. No, that's dope, especially with the technology. It seems like the kids. It seems like every time every generation gets a little bit smarter. Because I see these little kids
Right.
and operate phones, and it was different for us. Growing up, we didn't really have the phones and the internet and stuff like that. I remember just we really had to challenge our minds and our creativity. We used to be outside, just
Yep.
doing
Because I was
anything we can. You know what I'm
outside
saying?
all day playing,
Yeah, all
being a
day.
tomboy. I was a
Yeah,
tomboy growing up, so I was playing football, basketball, whatever, running everywhere.
the tag, manhunt, riding the bikes,
Right.
climbing gates. Yeah, we
Yeah,
used to
I
make
was
a little
doing
challenge out
that.
of climbing gate. Who could climb the tallest gate on the block?
Yeah, I used to
Yeah, we used
jump
to make a little
fences and
challenge just for
everything,
that.
get in trouble. So
Yeah,
but my
yeah.
mama don't know. But yeah, it used to be fun back in the day, but that's how we use our
Hmm.
creativity. But now the kids are more inside, so they use other ways to use their creativity. So, and I think
Yeah,
how stuff
yeah.
gets adapted per generation. We was outside, we was doing all kind of stuff,
Hmm.
um, using sidewalk chalk, doing all kind of stuff, doing stuff creative. And I think now, because everybody's so driven to computers, cell phones, technology, how a lot of these programs now for the youth is catered to that, but also try to
Mm-hmm.
get them off of that too. Because I see some stuff from my kids now, where it's like they try to use that creativity with computers, because computers is the future. Like, there's no change in that. And
Mm-hmm.
so, of course, like, instead
Yeah.
of pulling them away from it, why not let them guide them to it and guide them in the proper way to use the computers, instead of trying to get into stuff that they shouldn't be getting into, but be able to use those skills to be an engineer or computer programmer or whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm went off
Yeah.
on a tangent.
Yeah.
I
Because
forgot what we was talking about.
I think with the technology, it's a up and a down to it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because like I was saying before, these kids are smart, and these kids
Mm-hmm.
sometimes their curiosity could get the best of them, and that's why it's important to have like good strong figures. Being a strong figure around your kid and having other strong figures around your kids that kind of show them the right way of things, because this technology stuff, especially with the internet, this shit is like off the hook. You really see some wild stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but I think it's like a time and a place. Even if the kids are good with the computers, sometimes okay, get off the computer for a little bit. Let's sit down. What's your thoughts? Write something or draw something, or what I'm saying, or we could do anything. We could select the time for you to get on the computer or the phone. But now it's the phone, because basically the phones are the computers. You could do anything with your phone. But I think a perfect balance of the technology with the phones and the computers, and still having that outside source like that stuff that we grew up with. I think that type of balance is perfect for the kids. Because it kind of showed them the best of everything.
Right.
Because the way we grew up, there was nothing wrong with that. Because like we was talking before, we was outside most of the time. We had to challenge our minds with stuff. We was outside to the street lights came on. Because
Right.
that was the deal. Yeah, that was the deal. You know what I'm saying? And I think with the kids these days having that, because a lot of times you notice as the kids get older, they just want to stay inside. Why don't you go outside for a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Get
Right.
some air.
Get some fresh air.
Especially with the video games. Most of the kids into the video games, and I'm not down in that, because at a certain age, when I was younger, yeah, I used to be into the video games. Sega Genesis,
Yeah,
Super
Super
Nintendo.
Nintendo, all
e-
that.
Yeah, even going far back to Atari.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a
Atari,
gamer
the
too,
first
so yeah, I was
Nintendo.
on all that. But
Yeah,
like with
I
stuff
used to
like
love.
that, like say with computers, like what I do with my boys now, like they have a
Hmm.
tablet that is like kid friendly, like pretty much the adult,
Okay.
like pretty much me. I can do everything you and cut off at a certain time. And then well, they probably can, but it's very limited to what they can access. So like they have kids
Okay.
YouTube where it's like everything YouTube, but it's catered to kids, so they can't get into stuff that is not appropriate. And they only can download
Yeah.
apps, and I have to approve the apps they download and stuff like that. And then I know like Roblox is a popular game amongst kids, so they play Roblox and I play with them. So I'm always interactive, because I mean I didn't have that with my parents. They weren't always interactive with me, but with my
Hmm.
boys, they always want me to hang out with them. They always say, "Mommy, come hang out with me," which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Being able to have
Yeah.
kids that want to hang out with you. But
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when they're young
so
like that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so it's just understanding what your kids are doing. I think a lot of parents they put a phone in front of their child and just let them do whatever, you know what I mean? But no, I think you have to be active, know what your kid is doing, but also make sure to get those
Hmm.
outside times, because we have like kids next door. Like sometimes I let my boys go outside and play with them, you know, and we have open space in
Mm-hmm.
our backyard, you know what I mean? So I try to make sure they outside or we go to the playground, let them play with other kids. So no, I don't
Okay.
always. I think the other thing too is like making sure your kids get outside, get that fresh air. You know what I mean? Because I know when we grew up, we was
Mm-hmm.
outside, but that's such a lost thing now
Yeah.
because everybody's so busy. But no, just take in like 30 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes, an hour if you can. Take the kids to the playground, let them play. You know what I mean? And kids love that. Like I was seriously, my boys love to play with
Mm-hmm.
other kids, you know what I mean? So I always try to make sure they have time, especially when the weather is good.
It develop
Let
their
them go
social
out and
skills.
play, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But also it lets
Mm-hmm.
them have that free space off of the TV, off electronics, but actually socialize. And I think that's a lost thing. Even as adults, people don't socialize
Mm-hmm.
anymore. It's always a text message. People barely call each other. But still, I just want
Yeah.
the boys to know, like, hey, before any of the technology stuff, go outside and play, talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Like that's what we used to do before all this computer, internet stuff. We talked, you know what I mean? And I think that's such a lost thing that
Mm-hmm.
we need to get back to, you know, disconnect sometimes. I think that's what's needed, not just as kids, but as adults, disconnect and actually know what's going on in your real world, what's going on around you, and not just what's on in your face. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like how you got your kids like, you know what I'm saying, like you show them, you got kind of a good pattern for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they get a
Right.
little mix of this, they get a little mix of that. So that way when they get older, they already don't have a good frame of mind.
Right.
Because when they get older, they ain't always gonna be with you. And because I know, because my kids teenagers. My daughter's 15 and my son's about to be 19.
Oh, word.
So yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I
once
got an
they get
almost
like
10 and an
around a certain
almost
point,
7.
okay, you still got time. You still got
Yeah,
time. But the years still do go by fast. The years do
yeah,
go
it
by fast.
do. It
Um,
do.
hmm yeah. But you're doing a great job. You're a great mom. So you know, blessings to you on that. You know,
Thank you. They can be a
yeah, blessings
handful,
to you
but
on that.
they still good kids.
Yeah. 'Cause, especially with boys.
Yeah.
Boys gonna be a little rough around the edges. But like you said, long as you keep them balanced out and they know right
Yeah.
from wrong. I think that's the most important thing. Because if you
Right.
look at it now, like you even got some adults walking around that don't know right from wrong. They don't know how to
Yeah.
socialize
Or
and
feel entitled because
communicate.
they got everything that was spoiled.
That
You
too.
know what I mean? But my
Yeah,
kids, like, they
yeah.
grew up like I'm growing up. Like, I didn't have everything.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I had to, like, you know, battle through it. And there's some people that, like, I work with people now that act like, if they can't get their way, they have a tantrum and whatever. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, no, I ain't grow up that
Too
way.
grown
My
for
kids
that.
ain't gonna grow up that way either. Like, they're gonna know,
Hmm.
like, mommy ain't got it right now, so don't think you gonna go to the store and cause a scene or whatever. They know, like, if we can go to the store, no.
Hmm.
I mean, every once in a while, if y'all good, do something special. Cause my boys, like my oldest son, he has autism, but he's very like want to
Hmm.
help people, hold the door for older people, or if somebody needs help,
Oh, that's
he's good
good.
about that. And same with my youngest, they're really good. Like if they see, and what I love, they do it automatically. I don't even say nothing. Like I remember the other day we went to the store and there was an older man like walking with a walker, and my youngest son just took off, and I'm like, "Where are you going?" And he sat there and held the door till the man came inside. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
it's like
that's
stuff like
good.
that. I'm like, yo, okay, something like that. Yeah, I'll reward you for it. You can pick up something. But it's like, yo, they know I will choose if you got to do something good for me to choose something special for you to get from the store. Not just assume going to the store, you're going to get something off the shelf. No, I'm still that black mama. I'm like, no, don't touch nothing, don't look at nothing. I'm still that. But at the same
I
time, I see
hear
them doing something good, helping somebody else. I'm definitely going to treat them to that, because I want to encourage that. And I know a lot of people come to tell me like, wow, there need to be more kids like that in the world. And I'm like, yeah, definitely, but it starts at
that. Hmm.
home. And you can't
Yeah,
expect
you're
them to go
right.
to school and learn those like special, make sure you're kind to others. You have to teach your child that, you know what I mean, and be that example you want to be for your child. You know what I mean? And I see parents out here cussing, the kids cussing, then you wonder why like kids are doing this and that. I'm like, no, you gotta be that example you want for your child. You know what I mean? You can't expect the world to teach your child. I mean, they're gonna teach your child whatever. You can't stop what they get from the world, but at the same time, you gotta be that example, be that lesson that they need to know, be that, that person that the kids, I mean, they're not gonna tell you everything, but be that person for your child. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna find out
Mm-hmm.
something else in the world, or somebody's gonna teach them wrong in the world. So you gotta be that person. You know what I mean?
That's facts, facts. Hey, Paul, I kind of I fell behind with the chat. Let me kind of
Okay.
get into that for a little bit.
And I
Yeah.
saw what you said,
Man
Jungle,
said,
with my hoop earrings like Mary J. Blige. I saw that
yeah.
comment, punk.
man said, man said, Chizz ex Paul what made her start DJing.
Oh, what made me start
I
DJing?
think he kind of got into it a
So,
little bit, but
I can answer that. Like, I'm not sure how I
okay.
started DJing. So, okay. So, as I told you, like, I'm always into music. I grew up in a diverse family. My father, he's from Africa, so I grew up with reggae, African music. My mother, she was more R&B, gospel, jazzy. So I grew up with that type of background to me. So I'm 40 years old. So, and yes, I love old school music. I know everybody's like, oh, what you know about that? You know how people say, like, what you know about that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I grew up on that. That was what I listened to when I was a kid, so I didn't know nothing of it, nothing else
Old
other
school
than
music is the
old
shit.
school plus neo soul. Because I grew up in the '90s,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. But anyway, fast forward. So one of my best friends, he was big into vinyls. His grandmother was the same way. So I got really big into music then, and then we started online. We found this site called Turntable, which I knew like 2Q, DJ DeBoz Lewis, Tony Sanchez, a bunch of other people from there. So that's where kind of the beginning of me knowing this family that you kind of see now that's still a family. That was like
Yeah.
almost 15 years ago. It was on Turntable, and it was kind
Wow.
of like, you get little characters, and it's like you do a DJ set, have 5 DJs up there, each one play a song, just rotate, and literally we'd be up there for hours. And imagine me, 2Q, Boz Lewis, Tony Sanchez, Lady J, all these other people that's still around doing mixes, just up there playing. So it'll be
Mm-hmm.
me. I mean, we will go for like 5 hours, like just playing, and it'll just be like a vibe. It'll be amazing. Then they shut that site down, so we went to Spreaker. So everybody had their own individualized show or whatever. We had our crews or whatever. So everybody still was
Yeah.
kind of support each other. So I just used the app, whatever, that they had. I never had a controller until I moved to Mixcloud. So when I moved to Mixcloud, I had to learn using a controller, and I picked it up like that. Like, I mean, it was kind of like same interface, like the program on the computer was the same interface, similar, but trying to use the
Mm-hmm.
controller was tricky. But I luckily had people like helping me out, like giving me pointers and stuff like that. And I never was really into house music. I mean, I listen to house music, I like some tracks, but I think after a while I was like, you know what, this kind of cool. So once I really got into it, got my
Yeah.
lane, figured out what I like, I took off with it. So I like house music. I'm like, pretty much now I'll play anything other than heavy metal and classical music. Like, that's just me. Like, I just like anything.
I
But for me with
understand
DJ, I
that.
always had a love of music. That's always been my thing. And I always love to catch a
Mm-hmm.
vibe, you know what I mean? And that's what I
Yeah.
kind of like to do. Like with my shows on Mondays, it's always feel good energy, feel good music. But I'm like always trying to flip it, because everybody don't like Mondays. But I'm like, why not make money something positive? So that's why I did the thing for Monday. And I always
Yeah.
had that since Spreaker days. So, but no, music just been my thing. And just me having a controller in front of me does make me like, oh, this is, y'all just put me on another level that I shouldn't even be on. So, and it's the good way.
Yeah.
So I really love it. You know what I mean? So I
No,
really
that's
love
dope.
what I do.
Now that's dope. It's like I said before, you be doing your thing. Like you go win.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? So that's cool. Okay. Mocha said, okay, now I'm switching up a little bit. Mocha said nowadays these kids can make money with their phones and computers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got
yeah.
stuff out there
I
now
see a lot of
that's
opportunities. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And kids, I seen like this one kid in my neighborhood. We have a neighborhood group, Facebook group or whatever, and the kids been using that because they pick up poop because people got dogs and whatever. So they using that, and they got them big on
Hmm.
social media, just doing that. They actually get requests, go out, scoop up poop from your yard, and get money for it. And you know how to utilize social media is the key thing. And even for them to be that young, I think they're teenage age. But for them to be that productive, doing
Yeah.
something that nobody else want to do, but they doing it and making money off of it, that's dope,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
They ain't leaving no money on the table.
yeah,
They ain't
yeah.
leaving no money on the table.
Like I said,
Cool, cause
computers are the future. You know what I mean? So why not make it
yeah,
work for you?
yeah, because even for adults, I think it's so many opportunities for even an adults to make extra money. Because I'm always seeing stuff, but sometimes you don't know if that stuff is like scams. So it's
Right,
like it's like you need a cosign from somebody else. Like, oh, you know what? This is official. This ain't no scam. This is like I actually made like I need to hear it from somebody else. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like they tell me, oh, you know what? I actually made money from this site. Doing this, that, and such. But
right.
I think it's something you got to be wary of. But still, it's I think it's some like official legal stuff. Ways of making money even for the adults on the internet. Which is cool because I think everybody could use extra money. With,
Yeah,
with the world, yeah, this
yeah, because
country being
everything's
how it is.
expensive.
Yeah, groceries, everything.
Yeah,
You trying to pay your rent. Keep food on the table. I mean, it's a lot of different things.
right,
Shit.
right.
Let me see. Man said, fact mocha shit. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, man, man trying to make some money on the internet too.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Let
make
me
some
see.
money too.
Yeah, we all. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, Bogus said not. Just by TikTok and YouTube, you can make money. Yeah,
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 that's
because I
true.
see a lot of people, yeah, doing that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
there's one black owned bakery that's near me, and it went viral. I think off of TikTok, somebody had spread one of
Word.
their posts, and they have
Wow.
really good cakes and stuff. And ever since then, it went viral. They sell out like literally. They're supposed to be open till 5. Sometimes they sell out by noon, just because they went viral off of TikTok. So yeah, TikTok and
And they
YouTube are
business
the
is
way.
booming.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think especially like you see a lot of like the younger kids, like the teenagers and probably some of the young adults that's probably like 21, 22, like they getting into that influencer. It's like
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm making money off of this. Some of them choose be like, I don't even want to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making thousands of dollars off TikTok. And you
Right.
know, hey, yeah, I can't knock them. I can't knock them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I do know that college is not for everybody. You know, college is
Right.
not for everybody. Sometimes it's
Right.
different routes. It just depends on the route that God wants you to take.
Right.
Because you see,
Right.
it's a lot of millionaires that didn't go to college. And if a person do want to go to college, hey, we do still need our doctors. We do still need our lawyers. Certain professions that requires going to college. So I think I'm for everything. You know what I mean? As long as it's positive and it kind of gives you fulfillment. I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it.
Right.
Let me see. Jungle said I had Atari 2600. Rich kids like the greatest had what's that? Coco Vision or Atari 5020.
That's scary. Hell, he is. That will be
Yeah, jump
stupid.
up. Yeah. Okay, man said Yeah, gotta holler at Jungle and Degradus about that TikTok money. Yeah, yeah, I guess so, man. Everybody can use that extra money. Let me
Yeah,
see.
Jungle and the Greatest be on TikTok. So if you want to look them up, I'm not sure what I forgot what their names are, but yeah, they've been doing stuff on TikTok. And I've seen other people doing stuff on TikTok too. So yeah, and even DJs on TikTok.
Yeah, because I think that's the only thing I'm not on because naturally I'm on Facebook, been on Facebook, Instagram, but I like TikTok. No, I'm not on TikTok. Maybe I might try it out. You know,
Yeah, I get on
see,
TikTok, but I haven't
see
been
what it's about.
on it. But I'm always late with everything. So it took me forever to get on Facebook. It took me forever to get on Instagram. Now I'm on TikTok, and I'm like, I got nothing on my page. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, people out there doing their thing on TikTok. So I'll try to come through and support people if I can. But you gotta send me a link for me to catch you because I don't be on TikTok like that.
Yeah, yeah. Even to the point of people making money off of TikTok. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, like how the hell you do that? But because I'm figuring it's not easy. But hey,
I think you gotta get so
yeah,
many things to get something. Like kind of like how Twitch is. You can get money off of Twitch. You can get money off of Mixcloud with tips. But yeah, you gotta really push to get that. Get enough to sustain a lifestyle if you want to do it that way.
yeah. Yeah, because yeah, I think I might try it out. I might try it out. Because I've been on I've been on Facebook. Oh, I can't even count the years. It's been a very long time. Instagram probably half of that. But
Yeah,
TikTok I
same with
think is
me.
new territory. Yeah, TikTok is new territory. I might try it. Might try it out. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I
Jungle.
started Facebook when I was in undergrad. Then Instagram, I couldn't
Yeah,
even tell you when I started Instagram and TikTok. I really just started at. But like I said, I ain't got nothing on my page, so it's just gonna be my picture and that's it.
shit. Jungle. Okay. Jungle tripping. Jungle said, "Man, Knox, you're sleeping on TikTok. It's the future." Yeah, well, yeah, Jungle got a point to that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Even
Well,
though I heard they trying to shut it down, or they did shut it down and reopened it.
yeah. Mm. But you saw how it came back up. The new president was like,
Yeah,
he's the TikTok savior. But I don't want to talk about that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I second that. Okay, man said, I know I'm gonna holler at you about it. Man trying to be on TikTok, getting that TikTok money. Jungle said, my audio is loud and clear on TikTok. StreamYard and myself got beef. What's your beef with StreamYard, Jungle? Jungle be on here tripping.
Yeah, he be tripping.
Yeah,
Don't ignore him.
yeah. Let me see. Oh, he keep talking about your hoop earrings.
Yeah, because I love my hoop earrings. That's one thing. If I have one accessory to carry
Yeah,
through me with life, is hoop earrings. I love me some hoop earrings. I get it from my mama. My mama used to be all about hoop earrings. So I'm the same way. I get it from my mama.
yeah, yeah. My mother used to love them hoop earrings, so, so I know she used to have tons of them in her jewelry
Yeah, seeing
box.
my mama.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that. I see that. Let me see. Yeah, ain't nobody really saying much now, but yeah. Hey, I think we're getting about to that time. Um, I appreciate you coming
You
on, and
welcome.
you know, yeah. We definitely gotta, have a part two. But again, thank you. You
You
know,
welcome.
I appreciate you for this. It was dope conversation, and you know, I hope you have a great Friday, great weekend.
You too.
I know you're
And I
gonna do your
appreciate the
thing. Yeah, I
invite.
know you're gonna. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But you have a good day, and God bless you. You know,
You too.
We got, yeah, like I said, we got definitely got to do it again. Definitely got to do it
Yeah, definitely.
again.
And love to everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody. I know I say that a lot, but I really truly mean it. I think
Yeah.
the reason why I say much
Yeah.
love is because I feel like love is needed in this world today. It's too much craziness, too much hatred, racism, everything going on, but this world need more love. So that's why I always say much love, because we really need that circulating in the world. So, but I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and see y'all around Mixcloud YouTube
All right,
streets.
Paul. Thank you again, Paul.
All right, you're welcome.
Yo. Okay. Well, again, thank y'all for tuning in. No offense, not taken. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Peace to Poe and thanks to Poe again. Had a great conversation. I enjoyed it. But God bless. Remember, life is love, and just appreciate that. Be grateful, and stay prayed up. Keep your mind right, and everything's gonna be all right. One love, y'all.
Middle Class Network for the strong, not the weak.